Hello, my name is Tony Nichols and I'm the Federal Programs Director for Nicholas County Schools, and I'd like to welcome you to some of our learning sessions that we're going to be doing. We have several of our finest teachers in the county that have volunteered to do some reading and some math lessons especially. We'd like to thank SCTV for broadcasting these sessions. We're hoping to continue them over the summer as well, and we are hopeful that this is going to be a big help to those students that we have that don't have a whole lot of network access. These sessions will be broadcast through Chantel, so we'd like to also thank them for their help and support. For those who don't have Chantel service, you can check the SCTV website and Facebook page, and they'll be running these sessions as well. So we hope that these will be helpful for our students and help us continue to show progress and achievement for our students.
Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Brown again from Golly River Elementary. I teach kindergarten there, but right now we're doing lessons for every kindergarten child in this county, so you won't be behind when you get to go to first grade in the fall. The first thing I'm going to do is some of our Heggerty lessons, and we've all been doing that. All the teachers have been trained on how to do that, and so right now we're going to do a lesson on, let me flip my book over, boys and girls. We're doing a lesson on segmenting phonemes, and that is when you take two sounds and you blend them together. And the first one we're going to do right now, I'm going to chop it out like your teachers have been doing, is we, and it's w-e, we. The next one is own, o-n, own. The next one is add, add, add. Then we have row, o, row. The next one is do, do. We're going to blend them back together. If. Hey, hey. Then buy, buy. The next one is odd, odd. And the last one is ape, ape. All right, I'm sure you've been practicing these too. The next one is adding to the beginning. If I take the word it and I add f, I get fit, it. The next one is on, and I add and put them together, on. The word is Ron. Next is an, I add p, and I get pan. The word is pan. Next is ip, hip. Next is at, mat. All right, that's it for that. And we're going to try to follow the very same routine in all of our lessons that we did on the first lesson. And this, right now we're going to do some some rhyming words. And they all have vowels in them. And this one is chick. Let's think of words that might rhyme with chick. Stick, kick, pick. See if you can think of a couple. Click, trick. And another one is quack, sack, back. Think of a couple that you might can think of. Black, pack, and snack. All right, now that brings us to our CVC words. These words are going to have the sound. Short E, We did on the other first lesson, and this one is I'm going to take, I'm going to add my vowel, and I got he, he, and when I add my final sound, I've got hen, hen. My next one, you can see that the word is going to be bed, but let's think about those 3 sounds in bed. That's what CVC words are. They have 3 sounds. The first sound is b. I add my e sound, and I blend those two, be, add my d final sound, and I have bed, b-ed, bed. Next one, you can see that's the number 10. I'm going to add my first sound, t, t. My second sound, or my middle sound, is e. Blend those two, te. Add my final sound, n, ten, ten. And my last one is going to be pen. You can see that that's a pen, and that rhymes with hen and ten. We've got the first sound is p, p. Our next one is e. Blend those two, pe. N. Our final sound is n, p, n. All 4 of these words have 3 sounds. Hen, bed, ten, pen. And now that brings us to our CVC word families. And they live in the same little house together. Excuse me. We'll bring my little house over here. You can see this is the egg house. Egg. So egg is going to be the final sound of all the little words that live in this house. All right, our first sound we're going to put down is b. B. E. Let's blend these two together. Be. G. And we have beg. That belongs in the house with the egg. The next one, our beginning sound is p, p. We add e. Let's blend those two sounds. Pe. Our final sound is g. P, egg. And our last one in this little house is ol. Our middle sound is e and g. And all of these little guys belong in the same house. We've got b, egg, p, egg, o, egg, beg, peg, leg. They all belong in the same little house, and I'll show you the picture of them. We're all in this little family together, staying home, being safe. Our next little family is the et family. And the people or the words that live in this house, in the et house, are b, e, t, b, et, bet. And our next one is w, e, t. We have bet and wet. And the last little word that lives in this house is ol, e, t, let. So we've got bet, wet, let, and all of these little words live in this house. That's a word family. And finally, we have the an word house. An. Let me take this little corner down. This one doesn't want to stay down. I think the big bad wolf has been blowing on this house and trying to knock it over. And our first sound is p, p. E, pe, n, pen. T, t. E, n, 10. And our last little word in this house that rhymes is hen. So we've got pen, 10, and hen. All of these little guys belong in this word family house. Okay. That brings us over to our CVC word ladders. We're starting out with the word web. We're going to change one letter in each word to make a word ladder, and we'll end up with the same word we started with. The first one we have is web. W-E-B. We changed the B to T, and we made wet. W-E-T. Now on the next one, we're going to change the W to a P, and we're going to have P. E-T. Pet. So far we've got web, wet, pet. The next one we're going to change the T to a G. So we've got P, E, G. And we went from pet to peg. We're going to change our P to an L, and it will be O, E, G, leg. So far we've got web, wet, pet, peg, leg. We're going to change that G in leg to a D and have O, E, D, lead. We're going to change the L in lead to a W, and that makes W, E, D, wed. And we're going to change that D to a B, and we get back to W, E, B. So on our ladder, we made web, wet, pet, peg, leg, lead, wed, web. And our next word ladder is going to start out with pet. Pet, pet. If I change the P to an N, I get N, E, T, net. I change the T to a D, and I have a capital N, so that lets us know that's going to be someone's name. N, E, D, Ned. I change the N to a B, and I have B, E, D, bed. So far I've got pet, net, Ned, bed. I change the D to an N, and I have a capital B, so it's someone's name. B, E, N, Ben. I change the B to a T, and I have T, E, N, 10. I change the T to a P and I have pen. And I change the N to a T and I have t. So I made a word ladder and I stopped where I started. Pet, net, Ned, bed, bin, tin, pen, and pet. Thank you, boys and girls, for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. We miss you so much and can't wait to see you. You take care.